Shocking the K-pop world. Amidst the ever-growing crowd, the atmosphere transformed into a massive, unofficial, yet vibrant festival. Every corner of the city seemed to be fused with a single beat, the beat of a global celebration dedicated to BTS. Early arriving fans gathered around Allegiant Stadium, making it feel like the heart of the ARMY universe, beating non-stop throughout the day. Some fans carried large, artistically designed banners, others held handmade posters, while others turned on small speakers to play BTS songs, which echoed softly over the hustle and bustle of the city. As the sun slowly set behind the Las Vegas skyscrapers, the atmosphere shifted rapidly, from enthusiastic to magical. The initially orange sky slowly transformed into a night filled with red lights that reflected off every building and giant screen. The lights seemed to flow with the flow of fans moving towards the stadium, creating a beautiful and emotional scene, as if the entire city understood the significance of the approaching night. Around the stadium's outer area, local food vendors began setting up their various carts. Interestingly, some of them took advantage of the opportunity to create BTS-themed dishes, such as a red drink called Arirang Sunset, a red and white dessert themed around the BTS album, and even custom food boxes featuring each member's face. Fans enthusiastically flocked to the booths, creating an atmosphere even more vibrant than a summer festival. Meanwhile, security personnel and concert organizers began conducting final technical checks, ensuring everything was running perfectly for the big show. On giant screens surrounding the stadium, concert teaser footage began playing. Silhouettes of the members, glimpses of choreography, and an energy that seemed to radiate directly from the screens. Every time BTS's visuals appeared, the crowd erupted in cheers, moving from one side of the stadium to the other. A few minutes later, the city began temporarily closing the main road leading to the stadium to regulate traffic. Remarkably, city officials even wore red Arirang tour-themed wristbands, making fans feel even more like the entire city was truly participating in this grand occasion. Several taxi drivers who weren't usually closely involved in the K-pop world shared with passengers that it was the busiest and most colorful week they'd ever seen in their years working in Las Vegas. As the night wore on, the sea of red grew denser. The glow of light sticks lit by fans created a scene like a wave of light moving in unison, signaling that the concert the world had been waiting for was fast approaching. Fans cheered each other on, sharing stories about their favorite songs and their most cherished BTS moments, and some even met new friends they'd only known through online communities. Above the stadium, media helicopters circled, capturing from the air how large swaths of the city seemed to pulse with a single color, bright red, the official color of the Arirang 2026 World Tour. From above, the sheer impact of BTS's arrival was clear. Streets usually filled with neon were transformed into a visual expanse of red, as if the entire city were celebrating BTS's anniversary in the most grand way ever. Hours before the concert began, word spread quickly on social media that BTS's new visual would be premiered at the Sphere at exactly 8 p.m. Thousands of fans immediately rushed towards the Sphere, hoping to witness this once-in-a-lifetime moment firsthand. When the giant screen finally lit up, transitioning from black to red, revealing the 6 and 7 members' faces one by one with incredible cinematic effect, the entire crowd erupted in cheers. Some even cried, as the visuals were so majestic, as if BTS were addressing the world from the heart of Las Vegas. The Sphere wasn't the only place. Various city landmarks were transformed. The Bellagio featured a BTS-themed fountain show with music specially remixed with Arirang tunes. The Luxor Hotel and Casino turned its pyramid lights an intense red. And along the Strip, digital screens broadcast a countdown to the massive concert. Meanwhile, amidst the growing enthusiasm, the influx of fans arriving in Las Vegas is becoming unstoppable. Harry Reid International Airport has even seen a surge in passengers over the past few days. Many of them have immediately donned striking red outfits, as if to show the world that they've come not just as tourists, but as part of a global wave united in celebration of the Arirang 2026 World Tour. Along the Strip, it's easy to find restaurants playing BTS playlists, from nostalgic oldies to the latest tracks that are part of the tour's concept. Local employees are even starting to recognize the members by name, thanks to daily conversations with fans who come from various countries. Some bartenders said that in one night, they might talk to dozens of customers, all of whom have their own stories about how BTS has impacted their lives. Even major hotels are keeping up. Many are decked out in red, displaying the Arirang logo, and even offering exclusive room packages for fans. Some hotel lobbies feature large BTS photo installations, prompting guests to pause for photos or short videos. Every corner of the city felt like a giant pop-up museum dedicated to welcoming the arrival of 7 global stars. Meanwhile, the area around the Sphere grew increasingly crowded as the afternoon approached. The giant BTS visuals on its LED surface constantly changed, playing rehearsal scenes, concert teasers, and even the iconic red and black animation. When the visuals shifted to highlight individual members, the crowd erupted in cheers, as if they were watching them live. Many were filming, many were in tears, and everyone seemed to be experiencing a historic moment that rarely happens in their lives. As night fell, the Las Vegas air grew warmer with the sound and energy of the fans. The path leading to the stadium slowly transformed into a massive stream of people moving toward a common goal. The red light from the digital screens reflected off excited faces, creating a scene unlike any other city in the world. On the court outside the stadium, merchandise vendors worked tirelessly. Las Vegas issued collectibles, from exclusive red hoodies to special photo cards, were in high demand. The official light stick, which now also had a special Arirang mode, glowed even before the sun had fully set. The sea of lights signaled one thing: ARMY had completely taken over the city. Not far from the area, several international media outlets began covering the event live. They were amazed at how a single concert could transform the face of a city as large as Las Vegas in just a matter of days. Some reporters even remarked that no other show, including major artist residencies on the Strip, could create such a scale of euphoria. Meanwhile, rumors began circulating among the crowd that the BTS members were already near the stadium. Several staff members were seen carrying special equipment, and black cars with tinted windows were seen driving in and out of the restricted parking area. Although there was no official confirmation, spontaneous cheers often erupted whenever a vehicle passed. And as the night wore on, it became clear that Las Vegas that night was more than just an entertainment city. That night, it had transformed into the center of the world, a place where millions of hearts, international camera spotlights, and boundless energy from all corners of the globe gathered for just one thing: to welcome the grand stage of BTS's Arirang World Tour 2026, which was just hours away from kicking off.